Okay, sorry. Kind of running around doing a bunch of things. I don't have a thing for it. Scary movies. No, it's not gonna be scary movies. It's gonna be more Hunt a Killer. I'm honestly like, my migraine is still here, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna do okay today, but I do want to get it done. And I'm making GBO right now. Very flattering, isn't it? Yes, hello, my name is Land, I guess. I was named by Bar. Oh my god, I forgot to post the not the TikTok, Twitter. I forgot, hold on. Doing chapters 5 and 6 of Hunt a Killer today. Oh wait, I need red circle. Thank you. We finally find out who killed Beth Harris Hendricks. Do. Sorry, hold on. I can't believe I forgot to do this. Okay. Posted. I had to make G feel because I think I was mentioning it, but I had a very stressful day today. I almost didn't want to go live, but I said no. I said I was gonna go live today because I didn't have school, so I need to do it. And then yeah, I decided to dress up how I want, so I'm just wearing this like really cute outfit and my boots. Got my long boots on. Yeah, so we're gonna do chapters 5 and 6. So recap. Chapter 1, because we're gonna finish it today, so I'm gonna recap and just get everybody on the same. I hope this isn't. There, okay. I was wondering if the microphone was catching the music that's already playing, so I don't want you guys to get double music. Oh, but so a quick recap. Chapter 1 of Mallory Rock, we find out that Beth Ferris Hendricks died, and her body was found. Oh, I didn't move my plant. God dang it. Okay, hold on. Let me just. Why is that one all sad? Like, that's a new leaf. Why is that one dying? I need to fertilize it? I don't know. And then we just unplug this and move this. That's what I normally do. And yeah, my couch is still a catch-all. Get over it. I don't whatever. Okay, but so recap. We found out that. Fuck, I don't have it up here. I had the picture of her right here, but I took it down when I was looking at things. But Beth Ferris Hendricks was murdered, and she was found here on North Beach. And we had to find out in the first chapter if she was dropped off here, here, or here. And we did that through a middle school bottle experiment to see how the currents worked. We found out that she was dropped off at 26, which is the Vanishing Beach, and Stony Point, which is also nearby the old Mallory Cottage. Chapter 2, we had to find out when exactly she died. So using these papers right here, her medical reports, they're speculating because she has a watch. This is why everyone should wear a watch, because, you know, if you ever get murdered, they'll be able to figure out when exactly you died. She had a watch that said the time was 10:43, I believe it said. I'm not gonna read it, but it was like 10:40 something. and they speculated that she had. Yeah. What is known about the brand of the watch described in the clothing and valuables section? It is presumed that the body entered the water no later. Shut up! Than 1013. I forgot to do my phone. Okay, so 1013. She didn't enter the water any later than 1013. So we had to find out what was the time frame of when she died. And we found out that she had met her sister Gwen at 4:45 p.m. So she was still alive at that time. At 6 o'clock, she had dinner with Ruby. And then an hour later, Ruby came back home at 7 p.m. to an empty house. So we were speculating 7 to 1013. But through they have these like good fences blog thing that they would talk about. Not Gwen. Beth had posted at the latest, I believe it was 9:10. So from 9:10 to 10:13 is when she was murdered. The killer was old man back off. He was trying to burn down the old amusement park for the insurance money and thought he would be better at doing that if he dressed as the ghost of a dead sailor who was said to have been haunting Mallory Rock, and he would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. Well, 3 meddling kids and their stoner friend whose dog only talks to him when he's high. No! Scooby can talk. I wonder. He wanted to burn down the amusement park? I don't know. Do they? How much money would he get from that? Oh, this is the bag for my wig. My hair. Because, like I mentioned, I'm land. Okay, so here's all the paperwork that we had from the previous episodes. Hi, Abraxa! I am doing Hunt a Killer, and the dog only talks to the stoner friend. Damn it, so Fred, Daphne, and Velma don't get to talk to him? Okay, so we're going to pull out Chapter 5. Hey! Stop scratching your ear. We're gonna pull out Chapter 5, and, I don't understand why he keeps touching my fan! Hi! I hope you've been doing well. Aw, thank you, Abraxa. I've been dealing with a migraine. But I have been doing well. I've been really busy with school and work. And we're pushing through. Okay. So, I know, I freaking hate migraines. I've never had them before, and this is my first one, and it's straight up kicking my ass. Straight up. That's my G Fuel collection, by the way. I really only have 6. Okay, so in episode 5 of Mallory Rock, we get 10 items. We get Gwen's letter, a star map, which this is the star map. A Hendrix group file, a bridge review, a business registration, a bar napkin, a bridge incident article, trauma worksheets, a flashlight, and a message bottle. Oh god, I think I need to go grab that stuff because I have that stuff in the box. Fucking, are you kidding me? My drink just almost fell over. So the hubby is no longer a suspect? Not in my eyes, honestly, no. What I feel like is I feel like it's his dad. Which is crazy because everybody gets along with him, and he, like, from everything that we've read, he seems like a really good guy, but there's just some things that have been a little bit suspicious. So one of the things that they mentioned is that he came home around 11 o'clock and he was soaked. Now, he said that he was helping Gwen with her pool, but it kind of seems like that's a likely thing to say. And then the other thing about it is that Gwen hasn't said anything about Mr. Hendrix helping her with the pool. What about the woman that runs the holistic store? She is still a suspect. Oh wait, no. She is not a suspect because she was actually the one who broke into the Navigators Club and was caught on video at the time of the murder. So from 9:10 to 10:13, she was at the navigational club, or the navigators club. So she's no longer a suspect. And then we also deduce on chapter 4 that Clarence Reaver is not a suspect either, because he was actually helping Beth with the Rocksteady company to try and get the bridge remade. Yeah, she's just a bit of a bitch, which, you know, I wish it was her. I wish it was her, because then it'd be very gratifying. Okay, so I'm gonna read the letter from Gwen. With this letter. Detective. I was visiting my mom a few days ago, and when I went out to my car, I found a tiny glass bottle wedged under my windshield wiper. First that voicemail, and now some strange bottle. I couldn't handle it. I didn't open it. I just sent it to you. Okay, so I have to go get the bottle. They were following me. They know where my mom lives. Sully looked into the voicemail and found the original phone number, 207-370-2420. But he doesn't think I should call it. Maybe you can. Eliminating Reverend Reaver was much needed progress, but now I've been looking over my shoulder all the time. Is this what Beth felt like? After responding to your last email, I did some more research on that company that keeps popping up, Anchor Management. I requested the registration from the Chamber of Commerce and took the ferry to the mainland to pick it up. It felt good to get off the island for a bit. I'm still not sure where this is going, but Beth was looking into the company, so it feels right. I also stopped by Jordan's bar, the Rock Lounge. I asked him where he went after the last fashion on the day Beth died, but he wouldn't get off the damn phone. I tried to get his attention, but the rat bag just scribbled something on a nearby napkin and shoved it in my face. From what I can tell, he claims he was at the lounge until closed the night Beth died. I know you haven't met Jordan, but he reeks of fraud and cheap cologne. Sully told me Jordan once tried to get out of a ticket by claiming tourists must have stolen registration from his locked car. So to verify his story, I messaged a friend from high school who works the late shift at the lounge. I've uploaded screenshots of our conversation and the full picture she sent on the shared desktop. Okay, so there's more information on there. I still can't shake the fact that Beth's killer is looking for me. I finally convinced myself to go to Beth's house again. Since Joey is a suspect, I decided to take a look in his office and their bedroom. I definitely found some things you should take a look at. Also, and this is crazy, do you remember when I told you that the Marina's Lodge pump room flooded on the night Beth died? I got a notification on my phone at 9:32 p.m. and called Martin to fix it. Okay, so now she's actually saying that she did call Martin that night. She is now actually saying it, because before she did not. While dealing with insurance has been a nightmare, all of a sudden they're claiming that the valve might have been tampered with on purpose. I've included a video my night manager, Phyllis, made that night near the pool. She didn't remember seeing anything strange, but sent over the unedited footage anyways. I took a look at all the clips and found one that was taken at 9:36 p.m. You don't think this could all be related, do you? Ruby asked to move in with me. She didn't go into much detail as to why. I tried talking to Joey about it, but he's absent at best. And since Ruby lives with Martin and Jody right now, I figured emailing Martin would be the next logical step. My mistake. Martin clearly has no interest in continuing that conversation. I'm including a copy of that email on the desktop. Hopefully, I'm just reading too much into it. My head has been all over the place lately, but I did manage to change the case file and password. The desktop password is still this, but our case file is now this. I just need to know one more person is innocent. If any of what I sent you clears someone, use the contact button on our virtual desktop to send me a message with the subject line cleared and write the full name of the eliminated suspect in the body of your message. I really need some help here. I'm starting to doubt this investigation, and I'm a little scared. Let me know what you find. Okay, so she finally now confirms on this paper that she did call Martin to come fix the pump. So him being soaked and coming home at 11 o'clock does actually make sense now. But before, she didn't mention anything about it. He was asking her about it, but she didn't say anything about like, oh yes, thank you for helping me. So it was like a little suspicious to me, because I was like, well, hold on a second. He was soaked, but she's not collaborating with him and saying that like she did call him. I think I'm gonna also pull out chapter 6 and just have it on the side, since we are gonna go over it. And I'm not gonna look at the paper. I have it like this. Just so I have it out already. But sometimes they'll say like who we cleared this episode on it, and I don't wanna spoil it. Okay. And then I will probably be sitting a little bit more today just because of my migraine and also having a poopy day today. So I'm gonna reverse myself a little bit just so I'm in frame. Okay, so we got a construction change order request to Brandon Scott from Martin Hendricks. He was the contractor. Hi, Bomb. So Martin Hendricks from the Hendricks Group paid for Brandon Scott. And it was a gazebo. You are hereby authorized and directed to make the following changes in accordance with the terms and conditions of the following agreement. An additional awning will be installed to the right side of the gazebo, preceded by a stone path to the shed and 2 flower beds on both sides of the opening walkway. So the original agreement amount was $6,400. The sum of previous charges was $174. This change order ad is $576. And then the present agreement amount is $7,150. The time for completion shall be 9 calendar days due to this change order. Accordingly, the time until completion is set for 22 calendar days. Your acceptance of this change order shall constitute a modification to our agreement and will be performed subject to all the same terms and conditions as written in the original contract. Both parties agree to the agreement above that all changes are expected as written and to be implemented immediately. Is there something hidden on this? It kind of looks like it. There's like, I don't know if it's intentional, but when I put the thing up against a light, like, can you see that there's like some swirls there? Hi, my tea. What does it say? There's definitely something there, but I can't make it out. We'll have to look at that. You have a headache too? Man, the rains are unlucky. I know. She gave it to me. Oh, okay. Set it on fire. Maybe it's a hidden message. It looks like a hidden message. Unless if it's just like saying Hendrix. I don't know. Land X dry. No. Okay, so here's another one. Here's another one to Daniela Brighton for an entryway. Postpone replacing the light fixture. That's gonna be $150, but they added they added a deduction of $50. The time for completion was not changed. It was set for less than 1 calendar day. Your acceptance of this change order shall constitute a modification, etc., to Daniela. And it's for postpone replacing the light fixture in the entryway. Lemon juice and heat. Just don't show Dad the document or he may nearly have a heart attack. This one has it too. Okay, it actually has it on the top right here, and it has it on the bottom. So I don't think it's a hidden message. Oh, actually, this one has it on the bottom too. I don't know. You guys can't really see it. Oh, this one was actually increased by 9 calendar days. I don't really understand what these are for, but okay. Okay, so now we have a land survey and inspection summary. The team leader was Rhea Kelly, team member was Kai Hayworth, and James Griffith. The weather was mostly sunny. Total hours was 5. Oh, it's like a whole. Okay, it's not double-sided. But there's 2 pages. Is the survey carried out with a representative sample? They said yes. Is this questionnaire being checked with every member of the survey team present? They said yes. Are the questions asked and the answers collected understood by the team? Yes. Were weather conditions and temperature recorded? Yes. Was the owner of the property on site? No. Or, okay, it says not explicable. But also no. Distance from waterfront recorded? Yes. Minor obstructions cleared? Yes. Presence of underground deposits verified? No. Appropriate samples collected from high and low ground? Yes. Waterlogged areas? No. Limestone deposits? Unknown. Visible cracking? Minor? Yes. Visible cracking or breaks in the land? Major? No. High sinkhole probability? No. And they said gravel laid by the previous owner, little visible cracking near the edges of the cliff can be cleared. Okay. Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. So they have a little paper here saying where things are extremely stable and where things are extremely unstable. And Martin Hendricks and was the one that signed with the Anchor Management and the Maine Department of Transportation. But the information granted by the Geological Survey and previous research, the preceding rating is hereby approved by the following on the behalf of their respective parties. And they're saying that the final survey conditions rating is A, good. Some minor issues detected. Okay, so they're talking about Woodard Strand. So, okay, looking at this picture, they're saying that the place that's extremely stable is at 31, which is Woodard Strand, okay. So on the map, it's right here. Okay, well then, so wait. Presence of underground deposits verified, but then they also said appropriate samples collected from high and low ground. And then they said limestone deposits is unknown. I don't know. Okay. And then we have... Oh, we have a business registration certificate from Anchor Management. Says it's active. Construction and consulting. Anchor Management land surveys. They're on Summer Street in Mallory Rock. Issued to Rowan J. Drodard. The person and/or organization identified on this certificate is registered to conduct business in the state of Maine and the town of Mallory Rock at the location above. The certificate is not transferable and shall be permanent until cessation of the business or until it is suspended, revoked, or canceled. Issued by Director of Finance? Somebody? Okay, I don't know. Oh look, they gave us a napkin. Thank you, I needed one. So it's the Rock Lounge. And this is when she was asking Jordan where he was the night that Beth died, and he said, last fashion, Rock Lounge, sleep, that's it. There's nothing else on the napkin, that's all it says. He was at the last fashion, then he went to the Rock Lounge, and then he went to sleep. And because she said he was on the phone. Okay, so we have... The State Doesn't Care About Mallory Rock by Tracy Abernett. Talking about the bridge accident. Amidst a burgeoning class action lawsuit against the state of Maine for damages caused by the now infamous Mallory Rock Bridge project, many local residents claim It is evident how little the state cares for its citizens. Because we're so removed, I'm sure they'll forget about us, said Sawyer Davis at the candlelight vigil held a month after the collapse. It's always been this way, and I know it won't change unless we do something about it. Davis is a representative from the Rocksteady Support Network, a trauma support group currently seeking restitution from the state on behalf of its members. It has been roughly 4 months since the fatal bridge collapse off of Woodard Strand, and the families impacted by this tragedy still have not been granted restitution by the state. Yet according to television networks MRAVA4's interview with local mogul Jordan Woodard, owner of the Strand, Woodard received a significant amount of money from the state through a loophole in his insurance policy, sparking a new wave of anti-mainland settlement. Did you give a recap of what happened through the other chapters? I definitely remember it's for the others. Yes, I did, but if you want me to go over them again, I will. Well, I think I kind of jumped through them. I didn't give a full recap of everything that we saw, but just what the questions were, and how we found out the answers. So in chapter 1, we had to find out where exactly Beth Ferris Hendricks died, because she was found at the North Beach. Or here, Oh, I don't need the recap. I remember so well. Well, I'm doing the recap now. You mentioned it. Okay, so Beth was found here at the North Beach, this little section right here. And through a middle school bottle experiment, we found out that the way that the currents work is that she could have been dropped off at number 4, down here, or over here by Vanishing Beach. Now, the letter from Gwen mentioned she was definitely not dropped off here. So that left this place and that place. And we figured out that she was dropped off at 26, which is the Vanishing Beach. Mainly because she had a gash on the back of her head, and that place is also called Stony Point. So I figured if she fell off the cliff because somebody pushed her, she would get a gash in the back of her head. And it was right. We did find that out. And then the second chapter, we had to find out when exactly she died. Now, she was wearing a watch on her police reports. She was wearing a watch, and based on the model, they said that her body entered the water no later than 10:13. So we had to find out what was the time span of when she was dropped off into the water. Now, it says 4:45, Beth had left Gwen. She had visited her sister Gwen at 4:45 p.m. that night that she died. At 6 p.m., Beth had dinner with Ruby, so she was at home. 7 p.m., Ruby came home to an empty house. So from 7 o'clock to 10:13 was when she was most likely killed. Now, they have this blog that it's called Good Fences, and Beth used to run it as a moderator, so she was very active on it. And her last post on Friday, the day that she died, was she was posting on her daughter's TikTok, or they call it a click-clack. She posted on her daughter's click-clack post at 9:10 p.m. the night that she died, and she was talking to her daughter. So, from 9:10 p.m. to 10:13 p.m. is the time span of when she died. We don't know if she died exactly after 9:10 or if she died closer to 10:13, but from 9:10 to 10:13, that's when something happened to her. So it was only a time span of an hour. Chapter 3, we were trying to figure out who could be innocent. So that's actually what we're doing this episode now too, or this chapter now too, is we're trying to we have quite a few suspects. So what we're trying to do now is find out who is not a suspect based on the evidence that is given to us. So in chapter 3, the evidence said, because we found a video of Sam, she is the lady that Beth's husband was possibly having an affair with. It's heavily speculated that she was having an affair with him because she said in a secret note to him when she was asking for help, "You are the greatest risk I am willing to take." So it's just speculation because it hasn't been fully confirmed, but there's a high chance that they were having an affair. And we thought that Sam was one of the suspects because she also got into a verbal altercation with Beth the night that she died, and she had to close up shop early. So we found video proof from 9:10 to roughly 9:40 of Sam being in the navigational club, which she had to break into and then she had to sneak out of. So she was cleared. It was not Sam. Sam did not kill Beth. At least she didn't directly kill her. She could have also been an accomplice. We don't know. But so far we have taken her off our suspect list. And then in chapter 4, we had to get rid of another suspect, and that one was Clarence Reaver. He is the church guy. And the reason why he was the suspect is because at 8 o'clock, literally 8 o'clock, like 20 minutes before Beth was found, or Beth was supposedly on her way, or like in the time span of when she died, he was seen fighting with a lady in a blue suit. And the night that Beth died, she was wearing a blue suit. So he was fighting with Beth about something, but we realized that it wasn't him because he was trying to help Beth, or he was... I don't want to say he was trying to help, but I guess it is correct. He was trying to help Beth by getting a lawsuit or a settlement against the anchor management for the bridge collapse, because they think that they fudged their numbers to try and do the construction, and she found out, so she was trying to sue them by going through Rocksteady, which is the group that's mentioned in this new newspaper, and he was helping her with it. He went to a meeting with her to talk about this. So, and she was murdered because of this bridge collapse. At least that's the high thing, is that she was investigating this, and now that Gwen is finding out the same information about this settlement going on, she's now being harassed. So the person who killed Beth is now harassing Gwen, her sister, because of this incident right here. And the reason why I think that there's a high chance that it could be Martin Hendricks, which is Joey Hendricks' dad, and Joey Hendricks is Beth Ferris Hendricks' husband, is because he was the one who contracted Anchor Management to create this bridge. His name is on everything. So he's the one that has a lot to lose. Now the thing about it is that they could also do a twist, and they could say that it was his wife, because his wife is also a bitch, and that would be very gratifying. But sadly, there is a high... I feel like it's an 80% chance that it's Martin Hendricks that killed Beth, because he is the one that has the most to lose, because his company is on the line. And the reason why I believe that too is because she had a bridge proposal. We were sent a bridge proposal. Let me pull it out. Where is it? Is it here? No, it's not here. Let's go that. Letter. Where is it? Ah, okay, right here. So, oops, I'm dropping stuff. Okay. So this is the bridge proposal that Beth was putting together. I didn't make it dirty, okay? It came dirty. They do that to make it look realistic. Now, it says page 1 right there, and we only have 2 pages, and we're missing page 2. Now, the thing about it is that I read through all of this, and it doesn't mention anything suspicious. But if we go on to... Oh, actually, I didn't open it, so let me open it up. Let me open new window. Okay. Michelle Gray investigations. Now that I'll say it, but when we saw the full bridge proposal, like we were sent the second page on this website that they give us for an additional evidence, it mentioned the Hendricks group. it mentioned his name on page 2. And it's very suspicious that we were sent the bridge proposal, but we were given page 1 and 3, and page 2 was missing, and page 2 only mentioned the Hendrix group. So that's why there's a high chance that it was Martin, because why else would the person remove the page that mentions it, you know? It's like they were trying to make it seem like they weren't suspicious when they were. Whew. Yeah, so that is what we found out. So we had found out where she died, when she died. Sam is clear, and Clarence Reaver is clear. And the episode today is that we are trying to get rid of another suspect. That is the question. She's saying let me see. I just need to know one more person is innocent. If any of what I sent you clears someone, use the contact button on our virtual desktop to send me a message with the subject line cleared and write the full name of the eliminated suspect in the body of your message. So that's what we're doing this episode. Is that we're getting rid of another suspect off of our list. Now, so far our list before was Sam, Clarence Reaver, Jordan Woodard, Joey Hendricks, Martin Hendricks, and Jody Hendricks. So a big one is, sadly, her family-in-law. Well, we already cleared Sam and we already cleared Clarence, so the only 4 people left is Jordan Woodard, which is the guy who is saying that he went to the Last Bastion, the Talk Lounge, or the Rock Lounge, and then sleep, and then that's it. But he's known also to be super shady, and he also, I guess, got paid from this, even though he didn't lose anything. Because of a loophole. So he's just a very nasty person. But sadly, the thing about it is just because somebody's nasty doesn't mean that they kill somebody. So we have Jordan Woodard, and then all we have after that is the Hendricks family. Joey, Martin, and Jody. So that's another reason too why it's like kind of coming across that it's going to be one of the Hendricks, because there's still 3 of the suspects of that family. Like, we didn't clear any of them, because I thought that Joey was going to be cleared because he wrote a note about voting, and he was like, why won't you let me look at your papers? Like, why do you trust mom with your papers, but you don't trust me with your papers, and I'm trying to prove to you that I'm willing to do all this stuff for you. So it kind of makes me seem that he's not the mastermind, but because it was mentioning mom, and then, like, you know, I'm trying to prove to you that I'm a good guy, or that I'm hardworking, and that, like, I can do this. It's another reason too why I think that it's Martin, because it seems like Martin is the mastermind. So that's the recap. But yeah, so the local mogul, Jordan Woodard, owner of the Strand, he received a significant amount of money from the state through a loophole in his insurance policy. So 7 people had died. 7 people had died, and all of their family is suffering. Like, they all lost a husband, a son, or, you know, whatever. And they're all suffering. There's a woman that she just had a baby before her husband died in this accident, and she's now being a single mom trying to raise the kid and do everything by herself. And he gets a settlement. And he gets all the money, a significant amount of money from the state through a loophole. So that's the other sketchy shit that he does. The Mallory Rock Bridge was meant to establish easier passage between the island and the mainland, giving the island a much-needed economic boost. While the town council campaigned alongside state officials to find a location suitable for the endeavor, the bridge project was predominantly managed by the state. Town clerk Jennifer Sirocco said in a closed press conference shortly after the collapse, members of the town council were involved in the bridge project, but we were not in charge of contracting or managing state workers. The council solely relied on the state's expertise. The bridge collapsed collapsed early in construction when the cliff face of the build site crumbled under the weight of the anchorage. The state workers who were installing the anchorage failed to communicate the dangers of the area to the workers below. When the anchorage began to give way, several workers were unable to evacuate in time and were caught in the rubble. The lack of responsibility taken by the state has sparked outrage in the community. Local activists have begun to question the efficiency of state management. Our community is unique. We are strong. Our island has made us strong. We may have lost our way temporarily, but we will survive this together, Town Councilman Martin Hendricks said in a statement to the Mallory Rock Gazette. We cannot rest until every person affected has been properly compensated for their losses. So it seems like he's trying to be a good guy, right? But it also seems like he's the one, okay? This was them surveying and inspecting to find out where they could put the bridge, and they said that this place right here, which is Woodard's Strand, was the safest place. And he signed it. He signed it along with Anchor Management, and Anchor Management is the one that killed everybody. Hendricks, whose own son Josiah was injured in the incident, has spoken out against the state's mismanagement of the bridge project and leads the town council's lawsuit against the state. According to MRAV4, the legal battle is predicted to most likely last several years before being settled out in court. Survivors of the incident, including Kyle Richer, a 28-year-old civil engineer who lost a leg in the collapse, continue to doubt that they'll ever be heard. Of course, the state doesn't care about a small town this far out of the way, Richer said on Good Fences this week. We all knew this, but it hurts to actually see it. Sorry you got dead, oopsie daisy. Yeah. So that's kind of what I mean, is like Martin's name is showing up on everything when it comes to this bridge collapse. Okay, so now we got we got anger management, exploring anger. And it's Joey, because it mentions Beth and Ruby. Beth let Ruby have a sleepover. Okay. So everyone expresses anger differently. Oftentimes there are things we didn't get to say in the moment or thoughts we never realized. However, learning to reflect on these moments can help you better communicate to your loved ones about what bothers you and why. Take this moment to think on the past week and pick 2 situations or events where you felt angry or frustrated. Answer the prompts in the space provided below. There are no wrong answers or thoughts. Once you're finished, discuss with your group. Okay. Example. My friend started dating my ex-girlfriend. I felt betrayed. I felt that our friendship must have meant nothing for him to go behind my back. He didn't even have the guts to tell me. So that is just an example. So that's not actually what Joey wrote. Okay. So event 1. This is where he is actually writing now. A client called to complain about a quote for the 3rd time in 1 week. How did you feel and why? The client must think I'm stupid, like I would change the price just because he called and cried about it. I felt like crap because even this guy, this random nobody, thought I was easy to walk over. And even when I did give in, he didn't even say thank you. He didn't even consider it a nice thing to do. He acted like it's what I was supposed to do, which is great because what I was supposed to do was charge him full price. Now Dad and Chris are going to be on my case about it. I can already hear them when they find out. Dad will say I should have just referred the client to him, and Chris will imply that I cost the company more money than it makes in a year or something like that, which is stupid because they're probably right. I should have passed the client to Dad, but I didn't want him to think I couldn't handle it. They'll say he knows I can handle it, and he knows I can do more, but he never actually shows it. He always keeps me out of the business talks. Everything he says comes in layers, and I never know which one is the real meaning. It's really frustrating, and it makes me feel like he doesn't actually value me as a son or as a business partner. Wow. So this is actually showing that Martin is not as sweet as he thinks, or that as everybody thinks, because he's making his own son feel excluded, stupid, dismissed, like he can't handle anything.
Actually, according to the code, a friend is allowed to date a buddy's ex if he talks to said friend prior to asking the ex out. Yeah, well, that's what the example mentioned. It was just an example, by the way. I felt our friendship must have meant nothing for him to go behind my back. He didn't even have the guts to tell me. So that's kind of what he was mentioning, is that like he didn't even tell him that he was dating his ex. He just did it, and his friend found out through somebody else. So he broke the code. Okay. So now event 2. This is a different event. What happened? Beth let Ruby have a sleepover in the den without talking to me about it first. They both assumed I wouldn't have an opinion, but actually there was a game I was looking forward to that night and I wanted to use the big screen. It wouldn't have been a problem if they had just talked to me first. How do you feel and why? Beth knows I hate this. We've talked about it several times, and yet she still continues to do things without asking or even telling me. Sure, I don't mind handing over the den to Ruby. That's not the problem. I can always record the game and watch it later. I just wanted to be involved in the decision making. I felt angry and hurt that she would make a family decision behind my back again. Even if I don't say anything, or if I say something stupid, at least give me the opportunity. It's like when the navigators decide on things. They act like we're one big family on the outside, but I always end up feeling left out when I'm with them. Someone will fill me in on what's been going on, but only after the fact. I feel like such a loser just sitting there, twiddling my thumbs, waiting for someone to catch me up to speed. Then to make things worse, Beth decided we had to talk about it on our dinner date in front of tons of people. I couldn't deal with it. I didn't want to talk about it, so I left. I went out to try to make myself feel better, but I wish I hadn't. It only made things at home worse. Albin Risk. Oh wait, what? Albin Risk has always been my escape, but now I feel like that name's just a shadow over me. Beth apologized when I got home, but I didn't say anything back. I just don't feel like she actually understands what the problem is, and it hurts every time she acts like she does. It's not that she doesn't listen or that she doesn't want to listen. She just has her own ideas about how certain things are supposed to go. She has this idea of me as a good person, but it's just not true, and I can't tell her that, so I just don't say anything, and that just makes her more sad. Well, can you blame him with a hot piece of never mind? Okay, so Albin Risk. Albin Risk has always been my escape, but now I feel like that name's just a shadow over me. Is that where he's talking about Sam? Albin Risk. Oops. I wish these papers would, like, hold up better. So Albin Risk has always been my escape, but now I feel that name's just a shadow over me. And then he's also like, it's not that she doesn't listen or that she doesn't want to listen, she just has her own idea. She has this idea of me as a good person, but it's just not true, and I can't tell her that, so I just don't say anything. So Albin Risk. So I do know from the previous letter, where is the previous letter? No, not that one. Where is it? Those are all the secrets. Oh, I don't even know why that got stuck there. That's weird. Okay, right here. The letter from Sam. She does say, "You're the greatest risk I was willing to take." I know it's not proven, we just assume, but honestly, like, he's now mentioning risk too. He says, Albin Risk has always been my escape. Beth has this idea of me as a good person, but it's not true, and I can't tell her that. Hi, Brutus. Thank you for the sub for 34 months. What did you miss? You missed a lot. But, so he's now saying Albin Risk has been his escape. And on the letter from Sam, on the back, it says, "You're the greatest risk I was willing to take." So now both of them have mentioned risk. And in terms, that seems like he's having an affair. We found out who killed her. You just missed it all. No, we didn't. That's next chapter. We're not even done with the 5th chapter. Okay. So now we're gonna go, Oh, wait, no. It was... this, yeah. Okay. So now we have the website up again. There is a hotel video. I'm gonna just pause the music for a second and we're gonna watch this video.
Looking for a place to relax after a long week at work? Get a room at the Mariners Lodge Hotel, and you'll have access to our gated 24-hour community pool and... Hey, excuse me? Are you serious? We're recording.
It's done, all right?
I heard footprints too, yeah, so I was like...
Looking for a place to relax after a long day at work? Get a room at the Mariners Lodge Hotel, and you'll have access to our gated 24-hour community pool and hot tub. Stop by the front desk today to grab your key card and complimentary towel set.
Okay.
Cut. We got this.
Okay, so...
Our gated 24-hour community pool and Hey,
Come
excuse
on,
me?
I got
Are you
it.
serious? We're recording.
It's done, all right?
He said, hey, I got it. It's done, alright?
Recording.
It's done, all right? Come
Excuse me?
on, I got
Are you
it.
serious? Hey,
Come
excuse me?
on, I got
Are you
it.
serious?
Hey, I got it.
We're recording.
It's done, all right?
I got it. It's done, alright? Who got shot in the background on take 2?
At the Mariners Lodge Hotel, and you'll have access to our gated 24-hour community pool and hot tub. Stop by the front desk today to grab your key card and complimentary towel set.
I don't think it was somebody
Cut.
got
We got this.
shot. It was somebody opening up the gate. So there's supposed to be more screenshots in here. Yep, okay. So we got a friend text. So it's Zoe. You remember working then? Hey Gwen. Yeah, I remember that Friday night. It was the weekend before the Lighthouse Festival, right? We had a Rock Lounge Lighthouse special. Super discount if you wore stripes. I wore an oyster hat. It was interesting. Oh, and I got this humongous tip. Look. Was Jordan there that night? And then it says, top tippers of the night. Doug, $300. Lucky, get it, girl. There's Survivalist, 25. Abanilla, Healing Crystal. Talk about a risky tipper, LOL. Sure, if crying in the corner, since opening is risky. You know where he got that crap? This isn't high school. PVRX 1134. He actually handed you cents. Yup. And then who? Hold on. Actually, I got it. Let me zoom in. Who lost a glove? Could whoever borrowed my $30 highlighter please return it? Thank you. And it says the boss is out. The boss is out. Okay, so he saw the $300 bucks. That's the biggest I think anyone's ever gotten. I don't know. I only worked the first hour or so. My babysitter canceled in the middle of my shift, so maybe Jordan came in later, but I wouldn't know. What's with the names? Lots of customers like to use a fake name or have one of us come up with one. They think it makes it discreet or something. So you're sure you didn't see Jordan that night? He says he was there. He definitely wasn't there while I was there. If he saw that tip come through, he definitely would have taken a cut for sure. Jordan takes your tips? He tries to, but what he doesn't know won't hurt him. I'm pretty sure that's illegal, but okay. Well, yeah. How are you holding up, by the way? Oh, and then she sends a picture of it again so that we can really see. This one also says Heather's tip, and it's $1. Oh my god, you did not, LOL. But yeah, it says the boss is out. Hi, Critical Detox. Oh my god, there's an ad. $30 highlighter in this economy. Sheesh. Yeah, I mean, I would probably pay that much, honestly. Okay, so I guess we will probably need to
Money don't jiggle
Jiggle,
jiggle,
jiggle.
it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure, and make me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it.
I guess we might have to figure out whose names those are. Okay, so now there's a whiteboard picture. Oh, they just send it again? Okay. Email from Martin. Okay. From Martin to Gwen. Hello, Gwen. Thank you for coming directly to me about this. I hope you'll come to understand why I already told Ruby no when she asked me about moving in with you. Coping with Beth's passing has been hard for all of us, but especially for Ruby. She's been grieving in her own way, but right now she needs stability more than anything. Ruby and Jody have gotten so much closer ever since Ruby moved in with us, and it has helped Jody so much. I know she can get lonely when Joey and I work extra hours, and she loves the company when working around the house. You should see the two of them garden together when Ruby gets home from school. It's been wonderful watching them grow together, and I'm sure it would break Jody's heart to no longer have Ruby in the house. Besides, you already have so much on your plate. Mona is so blessed to have a loving daughter like you to take care of her. I know it hasn't been easy for a single young woman to delegate so much time to another person, all while running a business. Even you were telling me before you started this investigation how much work was involved in taking care of her. Now that Beth is no longer with us, it can't have gotten it any easier. Having to watch over Ruby would only give you much to worry about, or more to worry about, and it's best if you dedicate that energy to caring for your mom. I hate to put my foot down like this, but Ruby is much better off here, whether she knows it or not. In addition to caring for your mom, you have the hotel to run. You've built a wonderful business out of Mariner's Lodge that has a lot of room to grow. And I would hate to see you take on more debt or run into financial trouble with another mouth to feed. Ruby needs financial stability so that she can focus on her studies, and between Joey and myself, we can continue to provide a safe, loving home for her. This really is the best for everyone, Gwen. Thank you so much for understanding. He didn't even talk about Ruby wanting to be there, just more of what Jody is getting from it. It has helped Jody so much. Jody gets lonely, and she loves the company. It'll break Jody's heart to no longer have Ruby in the house. It's not even about Ruby. It's about Jody. He wants Ruby to stay there because Jody wants her to stay there. Wait, why isn't Joey taking care of his own daughter? Because, come on, Joey is a son of a bitch. Is this a highlighter for paper like the writing utensil? I would assume so. They're at a bar. Ugh. Yeah, it does kind of seem snippy too, because he's like, Ruby is much better off here, whether she knows it or not. And then between Joey and myself, we can continue to provide a safe, loving home for her. Like Gwen couldn't provide that. So he's kind of like complimenting her, but also dissing her at the same time. You know, like, you already have so much on your plate. It's best if you dedicate that energy to caring for your mom. That statement too, okay? He's not even talking about the investigation. He doesn't care about finding out who killed Gwen. He's saying you should dedicate that time to taking care of your mom, and that's it. Like, you should drop this investigation. So it is very suspicious too. Did they upload more good fences? No, they did not. Okay. JWE. Oh wait, you know what? Let me see if those okay, I need to move these. I have all of these papers now, and I'm losing my mind of where they go. Oh, there. Let me. As new as this ad break. Get it the frick out of here. Okay, so, to Ferry Street and Whitecap Way. No, okay. Neither of them. Nope. Okay. I thought one of the houses that Martin was working on would be about that. Yeah, so there's nothing else there. These are just pictures of Ruby. Accounting screenshot. Oh yeah, and then I don't really understand this. This is for JW Enterprises. Yeah, Sawyer, but she was like, I know Clarence wasn't very open to the idea of a new bridge, but I'll try and talk to him one-on-one in the next couple of weeks. We both want the best for Mallory Rock. And that's what we found out is why he wasn't a suspect anymore, is because he went to that meeting with her. Oh yeah, but right here. So this is the second page. And the second page mentions right here, however, in reviewing the Hendricks Group project files, I found that the responsibility for the collapse may fall more accurately on a contracted company, Anchor Management Land Surveyors. So, and that was the page that was removed. Okay, well, so what would this be for? I don't really understand that. I mean, because I feel like we've kind of, gone through everything. And I don't really feel like there's anything... No. Huh. I mean, I guess we could call the number. I don't know. I don't know if this number would actually, like, call somebody. Kind of scares me. 207 370 2420. This is gonna be weird.
Thank you for calling Anchor Management Land Surveyors. Unfortunately, all of our staff are currently unavailable. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.
Anchor Management. Anchor Management. I know, it actually works. I was shocked. I was like, oh my god, what if I actually call somebody and then, like, they all They all freaking like answer me and they're like, "Why does people keep calling this number?" And then I'd be like, "It's on a game. It's on Hunter Killer game." Why is my bangs doing this thing again? You didn't hear the voicemail? Let me see. I will have to. I really wish that they would keep the emails sometimes. Because then it's like, you know. Okay. So it was Mallory. So that was the first one. Okay, wait, hold on. All my papers are disorganized, honestly. Okay, I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, contact. New message. Second suspect. How do you spell his name actually? Just give me 1 second. Oh wait, wait. It would be on the not this paper, this paper. Clearance Reaver. Hello. No, it wasn't a fake number. Okay, so it's right here. You're right. Reverend Reaver couldn't have killed Beth if he was a Rocksteady meeting, but whoever did kill her must know than I thought. Check the audio attachment I'm sending you. And this was it.
Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and you'll meet the same end as Beth.
So it says, keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, and you'll find the same ending as Beth. So they threatened Gwen's life. And what they say is Sully looked into this voicemail, and found the original phone number, but he doesn't think I should call it. Maybe you can. And when I called it, it said Anchor Management. So Anchor Management was the one that called her and threatened her life. Said you'll meet the same end as Beth. So who would we be clearing though? That's the question. Oh, hi, Sleepingville. I'm sorry, I didn't notice. I was answering Renegade's question. But yeah, so she got that creepy message where they threatened her life, said that they were essentially the cause behind Beth's life being lost, and that was the number who called them, or that called Gwen, was Anchor Management. Who runs Anchor Management? I don't think we know. The only thing that we know, Rowan J. Drodod. Wait, didn't we also see that number somewhere else? Or that name somewhere else? I remember that we saw that name somewhere else. Oh, it was on this. Rowan J. Drodod. Honestly, I would want to say that the suspect that we're eliminating is Jordan Woodard. Should I try it? I don't really have any other information. I mean, because that's all this. Or oh wait, I have the hold on, I have the message in a bottle. So let me go grab that real quick. Or you know, I'll just leave this up. I'll go grab that real quick because I think that might have something. My poor plant, I just bullied it. Okay. So one of the things that they did mention was this bottle. What did she say about it? Where are these? Wait, where did I just put them all? Oh, here. Let me see. Hey! Stop it. No, 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 no. Where did it mention this bottle? Oh, you know what? Okay, this is also a little bit suspicious. Okay, so that video that we watched where the person was like, "It's done, I took care of it." She says, "Do you remember when I told you that the Marina's Lodge pump room flooded on the night Beth died? I got a notification on my phone at 9:32 p.m. and called Martin to fix it. Well, dealing with insurance has been a nightmare. All of a sudden, they're claiming that the valve might have been tampered with on purpose. I've included a video my night manager, Phyllis, made that night near the pool. She didn't remember seeing anything strange, but sent over the unedited footage anyways." So that was not Gwen in that video. That was her night manager, Phyllis. And somebody had tampered the pool at 9:32 p.m. and it was a man's voice, and then she called Martin to fix it. Okay, so we're gonna read this letter. I don't see where it mentions this. Oh. I was visiting my mom a few days ago, and when I went out to my car, I found a tiny glass bottle wedged under my windshield wiper. So that's what this is. I don't really know how I'm gonna get this out. They kind of they kind of made it difficult. No, that won't fit. I don't really have anything like tweezers. Like, should I just break the bottle? Like, Okay, I guess let me go grab freaking tweezers now. Oh wait, oh. I have tongs. Okay. I got the paper. And it says you're heading towards danger, Gwen. This won't bring her back. Change course or else. That doesn't really give me any information. Uh, like who would we be clearing? None of this really gives any like big information. Unless my brain is just hurting so much that it's, you know. What do I use this on? You know? And then I don't really know why we have these. They don't really give any information except that he's working on a gazebo and working on a entryway light fixture. Or wait, hold on a second. I goof something. No. Oh, wait. I think I did. It says that episode 6 has the geological survey. Which is this. I'm not gonna look at the letter from Gwen. I just threw a coin at my chest. Oh wait, oh no, that's this. Okay. I don't know, man. I'm gonna just Let me just hide it in case. Okay, she's saying that it's not Jordan. This is like really confusing me though, because like there's really nothing that clears anybody. I mean, all we got is a thing about how Jordan got money, something about anchor management, and then all we got was a note saying that he went to sleep, but then we know that he lied. And then we just got like construction change thingies. Oh wait, unless if Jordan was the one that did the pump. Okay, I don't even know what we're supposed to do with this. Let me lose my mind, I guess. Okay. I don't even know. Okay, I guess, I'm gonna look at a hint, I guess? I mean, cause I don't really understand. That's not what I wanted. Ugh. Wait, why is it doing that? Oh. What? I'm trying to get the help. What do you mean? What? It's not letting me get hints. Hints and reviews? Oh, recaps. Okay, recaps. And we need Mallory Rock. We need episode 5. Sorry, it needs to be capitalized. Okay. Okay, star map. Do you have any other documents with constellations on them? Oh, and we need to use the flashlight? Okay, well, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so let me move everything over here. We need that. We need that. head hurts. Those don't have constellation on them. That does. That does. That doesn't have constellation. Okay. They're saying I need the flashlight. I don't think I needed a flashlight. Okay. So there's these holes, and then or some um I don't really understand. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we're supposed to be doing star stuff, but I don't really get it. They said to use the flashlight on this against this, but it's not really working. I don't understand. It's hurting my head. Really? Okay. Now it's really dark. Yeah, it's Ursa Major. Draco? What about Draco? God, now it's like... It's still kind of like not really lining up though. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm definitely Pepe lost. And it's honestly it's flaring up my migraine trying to figure this out. I'm just gonna No. I don't want to. I want to finish it. Especially because my migraine's not going away. Do I stand it up? Ah! I don't even understand. It's like, okay, because there's that hole, and then that hole, and then Ursa Major. And when I try to get the stars lined up, they don't. They don't. It's like if I get one of them lined up, the other two are not. Or if I get two of them lined up, and one of them is not. I don't know. It doesn't really tell me the orientation. But I've tried all 4 of them. No, I have it right side up like this. And then I looked. So on this paper, you know, it's a triangle. And then I looked at this one and I tried to like place it where it kind of comes off as a triangle, which is no, which is like this. But it's not even really a triangle. I'm gonna guess Josiah. I don't care. How do I spell his name? I'm gonna guess him. My brain hurts trying to do this frickin' star stuff. Yes, it's Joe. I thought it was Jordan at first because I don't know, it seems kind of weird that, you know, he would like say that he was doing this stuff, but then I don't know, something else. So wait, they're mentioning about, oh, are you freaking kidding me? That's so stupid. So they're talking about this. And when he says, Albin Risk has always been my escape, but now I feel like that name's just a shadow over me. And they're mentioning, ow, my brain. Screenshots, whiteboard. Albinilla. Healing crystal. Talk about a risky tipper. Sure, if crying in the corner since opening is risky. You know where he got that crap? This isn't high school. They're talking about Joey. I thought they were talking about Sam. Because healing crystal, I was like, oh, that has to be Sam. Because, you know. Whatever. You're completely right. Albinella must be a nickname based on Joey's old alter ego, Albin Risk. I didn't think he still went by that name, but it makes sense. With Joey off the list, that leaves us with 3 people who could have killed Beth and might want to kill me. Jordan, Martin, and Jody. It feels crazy, but I have to talk to them. Sully doesn't agree, worries that I'll get myself into even more trouble. I get that he's concerned for my safety, but as long as Beth's murderer is still out there, I'm not safe. They know I've been looking into it, and based on the voicemail and bottle note, I'd say they're getting scared. And if they're getting scared, it means we're close. I'll circle back with you once I've gathered everything. Gwen. I'm gonna say it's his father. I have a suspected spam call from a 209 number. Isn't that the number that was on the thing for me to call for the main? No, it's 207. Yeah, let me just ignore that call. Frick that shit. And did the bomb. Okay, so now we're starting chapter 6. And my brain hurts. You know, I'm gonna take my migraine medicine. Ow. God damn it. And if they're getting scared, that must mean we're getting close. And if we're getting close, we should call the police. Well, the problem with it is that the police believes that it was an accident. So they don't want to reopen the case. She's trying to find out who it is to get the police to actually open the case again. See, I had a feeling that Joey was innocent because he just seems too passive aggressive. He's a scumbag, yeah. But that's really it. The bartender is the killer. Honestly, at this point, it could be. I mean, she did find out information that he was stealing money. Or that he was lying about his taxes. So, I mean, there is a motive for pretty much everybody. I mean, with Martin, he was the one that possibly contracted the anchor management that the bridge collapse happened. And then with Jordan, she found out that he was lying on his taxes about how much money he had. So, it could go either way. Oh my god. Don't forget STSCA. You mean Stacy? Stacy's dad has got it going on. Hey cop, I'm getting threatening voicemails to stop looking into her death. Still think it's an accident. I know, but you know them. They're stupid. Okay, so we're on chapter 6 now. Yay! Even though I just, like, you know, cheated, essentially. But it's fine. It's fine. Hello? My lights aren't coming back on now. How are they unreachable? What do you mean? That hurts. Ugh. Land After Dark. Yes. I mean, the boobies are out. Okay, so episode 6, where you got Gwen's letter, a photo of Martin and Jody, a photo of Jordan. Wow, now they send the cards for the freaking, you know, suspect thing. We have a card, Good Fences Monthly Digest, Geological Survey, a coin, and a mermaid. Am I gonna have to grab the freaking mermaid? I got the coin. It's Medusa. And it says Mallory Rock and Vici, which means live, I believe. I don't know. Okay. My head is really hurting. Can you guys do this, by the way? Can I just read it and then you guys figure out who it is? That'd be really nice for me. Detective. Somebody broke into my house last night. I got home to find the front door wide open. They didn't take anything, but we've got to get this figured out before it's too late. Of all the people we've been looking into, there are only 3 left who could have murdered my sister. Martin Hendricks, Jody Hendricks, and Jordan Woodard. I must have made them nervous when I talked to them. They didn't know I was recording. The audio files are on the desktop. When I was visiting Martin, I grabbed something from his private study that I think might have something to do with the navigators. I took a quick cell phone pic too while he wasn't in the room. Those old men love their stupid souvenirs, so take a look at the coin and let me know if it means anything. I printed out some photos from social media to give you a better idea of who we're dealing with. Don't be fooled by their smiling faces. One of them is our killer. I can't stop imagining each of them on the vanishing beach, dragging Beth's limp body into the surf. It's like a movie that keeps playing in my head. But no matter how much I think about it, I still don't know which one of them could have killed Beth. Martin, Jody, and Jordan all seem to be mixed up in the bridge accident, although I just can't figure out the details. They all had some connection to anchor management, whether it was through administrative stuff like Jody and Martin, or cashing in like Jordan, and none of them have a solid alibi. We have to find out, because the thought that Ruby might be living with her mother's killer terrifies me. She's really struggling, and I wonder if there's a part of her that knows something wrong. The other day, our town manager, Amadine, contacted me. She teaches English at Mallory Rock High and sent me a paper Ruby left behind in her classroom. I guess Amandine knows something's off with the Hendrixes, or she would have sent it to them. It's a take-home quiz from another class, and it's got a weird poem on it, or a weird poem or something written on it. I'd get her out of that house this minute if I could. I've been trying to find anything else that could help, even if it's small. I was going through some old emails, and I found a Good Fences newsletter with the top post from the month Beth died. Oh, God, there's an ad break. I guess I'll go grab the mermaid. I mean, I know that you guys are subbed, but I like to wait till the ad break is done. Just type in Martin. No, I want to go through the actual stuff. So here's the mermaid. Doesn't really seem like there's anything major about it, but we'll see. Okay, so I don't remember seeing some of them in the stuff Leah sent me a while back, so I printed them out for you. Maybe there's something in there that can help us. There's also one piece of good news, which is that I finally figured out what the letters GE mean in Best Planner. GE is a section of the library. It's got lots of old stuff from the town history. I stopped by today and found something that looks similar to the paperwork I sent last time. Do you think Beth might have found it too? I know you never met Beth, but there's something in here to make you feel like you did. She was killed a few weeks after my birthday, and she picked out this card for me. Now I'm sending it to you to remind you who we're fighting for. Beth never gave up on me, so I won't give up on her. Beth loved to tell me, do what you can when you can. I used to think it was kind of precious, but now I really get it. While we can't bring her back, we can still find justice for her, and we're so close. Everything's up on the desktop now. Access the desktop with Porter and the password. And the password for our case file is now blank. When you know who killed Beth, use the contact page on the desktop to send me a message with the subject solved, and then put the full name of the person in your message. Thank you for everything so far. Okay. So, here is the card. Happy birthday. Hey, big sis. Hope your day is out of this world. Today, we celebrate the wonder of you. And speaking of wonders, although it's easy to get bogged down in the little things, I hope your gift will help you stop, take a breath, and feel at home. Listen to the playlist. Love, Beth. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cool. They also say, like, if it'll show it. Come on. Art wood, proudly made in Mallory Rock, Maine. So, here's a picture of our suspects. Jody and Martin. And Jordan Woodard. So we have post from Good Fences. And it's actually quite a few. We miss you, Beth Ferris Hendricks. From Patty Howard. I still can't believe you're gone. Just wanted to say how much we love you, Patty and Benny. Stacia says she will not be forgotten. And then there's a petition from TJ Richards. Want to see our beautiful island overrun by tourists? Looking forward to getting price out of your own neighborhood? No? Sign our petition to protect Mallory Rock businesses. Save our island from the ravages of hipsters and urbanites. And then Danny Brighton goes, okay, boomer. 3. I'd rather eat literal garbage than dine at Louis' Lobster Pound again. Sarah Beth Gaskin. New and improved, please. Thanks to the main fresh lobster salad, I spent the last 3 days and nights praying to the porcelain god. Never, ever, ever again. Okay. Oh, so we're finding out who the survivalist is. Number 4. 40 plus cans of baked beans from my loser ex-boyfriend, free. Celia Rosen says, need I see more? Rob Good replies, baby, you know I'm sorry because I said it 1,000 times. She meant nothing to me. Please let me come back home, and if not, at least let me get my stuff. As a survivalist, those beans are really important to me. Uncle John, please kill me now? What? Okay, number 5. Loud noises from 9 to 10 last night. Have some common courtesy, people. From TJ Richards. I'm so sick and tired of neighbors being disrespectful. Last night, I was woken from my sleep at 9 by a series of explosions. This racket lasted for an entire hour of ear-splitting misery. Please note that setting off fireworks in your backyard is dangerous and unlawful. When I find out who you are, I'll be reporting a noise violation. You've been warned. And then Tanya J says, feel free to file a report. When you do, they'll tell you that the noise you heard was fireworks testing for the Lighthouse Festival. This has been happening a week before the festival every year since 2017. Who's asleep at 9 anyway? And Eve Journey says, just reminding everyone that my guitar recital is this Saturday at 5 at Mallory Rock Unitarian. Hope to see everyone there. Patty Howard replies, as they say in the biz, or so I'm told, freak a leg. And then number 7. Why aren't there women allowed in the Navigators Club? It's the 21st century. And it's from Samantha Gundy. I was just talking about this to a friend today, and we've decided to take action. Long story short, I'm respectfully requesting an island-wide boycott of the Lighthouse Festival this year as a way to make our demands known. Who's with me? And Rhonda Morales says, I'm the friend you were talking to, and I literally just told you not to do this. Everyone, please just ignore this post as usual. It will only encourage her if you engage. Okay, so... So somebody was testing fireworks from 9 to 10 last night. And Tanya says that they were testing fireworks for the Lighthouse Festival and that they've been happening a week before the festival every year since 2017. So that means that when Beth was murdered, the fireworks were going off. And then we know that the survivalist is Rob Good. And that Sam wants to get into the Navigator Club. Yeah, and that's really it. That's all I got from that. Okay, so then from this, it's a new map. I swear to God, there's gonna be coding, isn't there? She prayed to the porcelain god. Another nickname for toilet is John. Oh, really? Oh no, there is encoding. No. No. God dang it. So here's the map. And they're saying that probability of karst bedrock on Mallory Rock and surrounding barrier islands. And they're saying that number 1, or when it's like dark red, it's extremely likely or verified. And the point where they picked the bridge is verified. And then they have encoding right here. Can someone else figure it out? I don't want to. You guys can do it, right? I'm assuming that this is an S because of the apostrophe. But I don't know. Okay. And then I also have to log in to the website. Oh shiz, that's bright. Oh my god, I'm blinded. I'm blinded. Okay. Mallory. Ah! Okay, so we got new things. Ruby's report. Greek and Roman mythology in Northern Hemisphere constellations. She got a C. Many of the modern-day names of the constellation date back to the ancient Greek and Roman civilizations. In one legend, the hunter, Orion, is said to have been placed among the stars after being killed by a scorpion. The constellation Cygnus is also known as the Northern Cross. According to Greek mythology, Orpheus received his lyre, I don't know how to pronounce that word, lie, from Apollo. The constellation Ophiuchus is named for a mythological healer. The Serpent's constellation is divided into two parts: Serpent's caput, head, and Serpent's cauda, tail. The constellation Ursa Major is also known as the Big Dipper. There are 48 constellations known as the ancient constellations. Short answer. List the 21 Northern Hemisphere constellations identified by Claudius Ptolemy circa 150 AD. Andromeda, Aquila, Aruga, Boots, Cassiopeia, Cepheus, blah, 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 blah. Ruby, 30% off for late work. This would have been a perfect score. Can we please discuss after class, Mrs. Roberts? Okay. I'm gonna zoom in. Describe the significance of the kneeling position in the constellation Hercules. The demigod Hercules is known primarily for his 12 labors, arduous tasks that he performed to atone for killing his wife and children in a fit of madness. Hercules' kneeling position in the constellation comes from his 10th labor, the battle against the giants Albion and Bergian. As Hercules fought, he knelt and prayed to Zeus for help. In turn, Zeus granted Hercules victory, and Hercules is immortalized in this kneeling position in his constellation. How do the stories of the constellation intersect? Okay, I'm not reading this, whatever. Because all we gotta pay attention to is the poem, right? Whoa. Orion wasn't killed by the scorpion. Their battle was so great, Zeus grabbed the scorpion and threw it into the summer sky, and grabbed Orion and threw him into the winter, so they would be as far apart as possible. It says in one legend. There's a bunch of different legends. When Orion died, he ascended to the stars because that's where heroes go. Well, you were a hero too, but you did not just ascend. They found your body on the beach, no gods or monsters beside you, just the trash the tourists left behind. Here on this miserable island, and that was that. I wish what didn't kill me made me stronger, because if it did, I used my strength to rip Orion down and pull you up, my saintly mother, to your true and rightful place. And one day, when my time came, we'd stand together in the sky. As the old man says to themselves, when the unthinkable happens, ad astra per aspera. Yeah, there's a bunch of different legends. So none of them are like classified as canon, which is saying that like it's the true one, because there's so many. Like the whole legend behind Medusa is, in one legend, she said that she was more beautiful than Athena or Aphrodite or something like that. So Aphrodite had cursed her and made her into a monster. And then in another one, she was raped in the temple of Aphrodite, so she was cursed. And then in another one, she wasn't raped, but she had sex even though she was supposed to be a virgin, and so she was cursed. So there's a bunch of different legends of like how Medusa happened. The one that I believe is the one where she was raped and Aphrodite cursed her to protect her, because it only attacks men. It's only when she stares at men that they turn into stone. She can stare at a woman and they're fine. So that one is like the one that makes the most sense to me, because I mean, if you were raped by a man, you would want to be protected from men, but not women, you know? Okay, but ad astra per aspera. What does that mean? Meaning, through hardships to the stars. I actually like that. I like that. Okay, wait, so what did they say about her essay? She just says that it's a weird poem. When Orion died, he ascended to the stars because that's where heroes go. Well, you were a hero too, but you did not ascend. They found your body on the beach. No gods or monsters beside you, just trash the tourists left behind. Here on this miserable island, and that was that. I wish what didn't kill me made me stronger, because if it did, I'd use my strength to rip Orion down and pull you up. Medusa was being chased by Poseidon. She ran to Athena's temple and prayed for help. Since Athena and Poseidon didn't like each other, Poseidon raped Medusa. Athena was disgusted and turned her into the monster. Yeah, but like I mentioned, Bomb, there's a bunch of different legends. A bunch of them. None of them are canon. None of them are like the story. Everybody hears different stories. I mean, because also the question is, why would Athena be disgusted at Medusa for being raped? No, the one that you know is not the right one. It's just the most common one. That's the difference. That's why they say in one legend, because every legend is different. Yeah, exactly. A guy wrote the story, so you really want to believe him and think that he's telling you the right story? No, he's not saying the right story. Is this one of my blonde hairs? It is. One of my blonde hairs came out. How did that happen? Okay, you guys are gonna see oh my god, look at my hair. Oh, was my wig cap being pushed back? I'm gonna break the immersion when I'm done. Okay, Martin's study. So he's got a thingamabobber, laid back golfers, White Star Line, first class wine bar. He's got ships. He's got a window. I don't even know. What are we looking at in here? Land, what's wrong? You okay? Yeah, I have a migraine. And it hurts. Yeah, let me do that so you can see me better. What am I looking at here? There's a harpoon. There's a boat. I'm assuming it's gonna be something like these. I don't know. Good fences. No, those are the same. Screenshots. Those are the same. Interviews. Okay, so we're gonna listen. Oh, I forgot to put the music back on after the hotel video.
My granddaughter. I'm doing. It's like there's this.
I know. I'm not talking forever. Okay. I just would like to spend the day with her. Just every now and then.
Look, just talk to Marty. I mean, he can explain it better than I can.
All right.
Can I get you some tea?
No, I'm fine.
Well, I'll make some for me if you don't mind.
Oh wait, there's an ad break. Oh wait, my brain hurts. I really wish this migraine would go away. Because I want to figure this stuff out on my own. Like, I don't want to have to look up hints to figure out what the hell they're talking about. Or to just, like... What's the word when you just, like... push through it? Like, if you're, like, trying to figure out... If you're trying to figure out, like, a passcode and you just put every single digit in. I can't remember the name of that. Solved Martin? No.
Just talk to Marty, okay?
Actually, he told me to, he wants me to stop by later. I don't know why.
He's at the office all day. I just do the paperwork, so I hardly ever go in. Are you sure you don't want any?
I'm fine. All right. I'll have some if you're making it.
No trouble. We've got Earl Grey and English breakfast, apple spice, chamomile,
Apple spice.
lemongrass, oolong.
Apple spice is fine.
Oh, it's a little old. Lavender, ginger. Okay, suit yourself. Apple spice, coming up.
Thanks.
How's your what do you call it? Your investigation going? Any news?
Not really.
No surprise there.
But, I would like to ask you about that night, if that's okay.
I barely remember it, but sure.
You said you were home. Is that right? You went to bed around 9:30?
Heck if I know. Have you been reading those report thingies?
It's public record.
No stone unturned, huh? Good for you. Well, if that's what I said, then I guess that must be right. It sounds right. I don't know. Oh, this kettle is amazing. I got it at the
And you said you took some medicine beforehand, right?
If I said that, sure. It was probably the. Oh, I have this. What do you call it? It helps you. It helps you go to sleep.
Like a pill.
No, not a pill. Marty doesn't want me to take all that chemical stuff. A few months ago, he got me something to take instead. That's that Gundy girl sells it at her shop. You know, the one Joey used to
Sam.
her. Oh, I can't remember the name. They have ads for it in the Lantern all the time because I guess nobody wants to buy it. I know it's better for you, but boy, Oh boy, that stuff is foul.
What do you mean?
You ever had it? The taste is just awful. Oh my goodness, I can barely get a half a glass down. Oh, yes. Anyway, I'm sure that's what I took. Yes, I know it is.
How's that?
They were testing the fireworks for the festival, that night. I get jumpy, just a little antsy sometimes. So I took that stuff and went to bed before they started. I slept like a baby. Oh, I told you that kettle was fast.
So you don't remember anything after you went to bed that night?
This doesn't feel healthy, Gwen. You killing yourself, to account for every single second of although I'm happy.
I just wanted to make sure the report was right. While I'm here.
You know what? I have something for you.
Oh, that's fine. I was about to leave.
Just a minute now. This is for you.
Oh, thank you. I don't.
This is one of my favorites. And Beth liked it too. Sometimes after dinner, when she wasn't talking business with Marty, her and I would look at my collection, and she always commented on this one.
Oh, Jody, that's very sweet, but
in the fairy tales, mermaids always seem dangerous, luring ships to crash on rocky shores and so on. But I like to think maybe they were just trying to warn them, being nice, trying to get them to change course.
I'm not sure what to say. Thank you very much.
You don't have to be messing with your phone every second of the day. The whole world.
Okay, so what she just said at the end there, she was talking about mermaids, and she said that they have a bad reputation, but she believes that they were trying to get, what's the word? Sailors to change course. The two words that she said, change course. So she was essentially giving Gwen a warning there about the investigation. Change your course. Change course.
A tough situation here, but it's no excuse. The Ferrises and Hendrickses?
The ladies that were talking was Jody and Gwen. Now this is Martin and Gwen. No, I don't think it's Jody. Based on that message, she was warning her gently. Like, she was nervous the entire time that she was talking to Gwen. And she was trying to get Gwen to change her course because she's in danger. You're heading towards danger, Gwen. This won't bring her back. Change course or else. So I think Jody is actually trying to save Gwen.
Go way back. Why don't we just agree to disagree about Ruby, huh? Let's not spoil a 300-year-old relationship.
Well, actually, I talked to Jody, and I told her, is she here? And is she home?
No, Bridge. Or maybe it's Canasta today.
Oh, well, I'd like to see Ruby more. I know you want her to live with you, so I'm not saying really. I just want to spend some time with her. So, if
Of course.
Of course.
You're her aunt. Of course you can see her more.
Well, just so you know, Jody wasn't.
Leave Jody to me. She'll come around. She always does.
I don't know.
Another crisis averted. Anything else I can do for you while you're here?
Are you?
How's the pool?
Oh, fine. Although,
I can stop by tonight if you need anything.
it's been working fine. It's just, I don't know. I've been meaning to ask you. Tell me again, what was wrong with it?
No, it's hard to say. Those pipes are old. They were old when you bought the place, and they're old now. What'd the insurance company say?
Oh, we've been going back and forth a lot. Gosh, it's taking forever.
These things do. I'm sure it'll all work out.
Right. But, what did you see when you went into the pump room that night?
It's hard to notice specifics when you're waist deep in water, right? But, patching up that leak, that was no picnic. I can tell you that. Anyway, I'm glad it stuck.
Oh, yeah, thanks. You really saved me.
Happy to help.
This is, wow. This is quite the setup you have got here.
I have to tell Jody you like it because she always makes fun. She calls it my cave.
It's nicer than a cave.
She says it looks like, what does she always say? It's like the Navigators Club convention in here.
You seem pretty proud.
13th generation of Hendrixes on the island? That's no small feat.
Don't you think it's kind of old-fashioned?
What?
All of it. Just all of it. The Navigators Club.
That's surprising to hear from a Ferris.
But, well, how do you... okay, what do you even do at the meetings? I've never been.
They bore you to tears. But, hey, I'm glad you're interested. Our younger members don't, let's say, find it all that exciting. That's probably why they never show up at the meetings.
Well, if the numbers are bad, why don't you just let more people in?
Oh, the siren call. I'll head her off. You go out the back. I'll take care of the Ruby business. Glenn, okay?
Okay.
Coming, dear.
That was weird.
But, hey, I'm glad you're interested. Our younger members don't, let's say, find it all that exciting. That's probably why they never show up at the meetings.
Well, if the numbers are bad, why don't you just let more people in?
Oh, the siren call. I'll head her off. You go out the back. I'll take care of the Ruby business. Glenn, okay?
Okay.
Her off. You go out the back.
Why is he telling Gwen to go out the back? That's really weird. Hey, I'm taking off with my sister. I'll watch the VOD when I get home. Okay, Renegade. Bomb, that means that you have to help me. It's all up to you, Bomb. You have to figure out who did it.
Rush. Sorry.
Please, I really could use your help.
30 seconds. That's it.
It's about the hotel.
Sure.
Well, so we have been having some trouble, and I just...
Specifics?
Well, we can't seem to get any business in the off-season because, well...
No kidding.
So, yeah, it's awful. We're really just treading water. Really just, barely treading water, and I...
You know I charge $600 an hour for consulting, right? Hang on. Hello? Stop right there. Sweetheart, if you're calling to tell me that your babysitter canceled yet again, you better hang up the phone right now. Okay. Stop talking. Here's the deal. Either find someone to cover you, or you give that kid a juice box, lock the doors, and cross your fingers. Because you're coming in tonight. Okay? No, we're done now. So, something, your business?
What?
The hotel? I don't have a lot of time.
I don't need you to do much. Just a favor. Look, I know you're in the Navigators Club, and I thought that maybe we...
Maybe what?
Oh, well, if someone like you were to bring up the hotel at, the next meeting, or we're a community, and...
Why?
Like I said, as a favor. I guess I could... Okay, you know what? I could even go with you. Ask everyone for help, and...
Why do you want to go to the club? Got it. This isn't really about the hotel, is it?
What?
Of course. I heard you were going around digging up stuff about the NAB. Sad you can't join.
That's not it.
So what?
I am just... Look...
What? You looking into me still?
No. No, I'm trying.
You're wasting your time. I didn't like that sister of yours, but I certainly didn't do anything about it. She fell off a cliff. No offense.
Whoa.
I already told you I was busy that night.
I checked the Rock Lounge. Nobody remembers you being there.
Because they're all so trustworthy and reliable, right? Hey, Marty. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. No, I handled it. Or I will, anyway. All right. Listen, Gwen, I have no idea what to tell you. To be honest, I was... All right, look, I was 3 sheets to the wind that night. And so, unfortunately, I don't really know where I was. But then again, neither do you. So, where does that leave us, Detective? E.B., sorry. Yeah, one second. Hey, you know, this has been fun, Gwen. Long story short, nobody gets tourists in the off-season. You give your staff a pay cut if you don't want to fold. You're welcome. And I'll send you my bill.
Jordan!
Excuse me? Are you serious? Excuse me? Are you serious?
Okay, did you listen to that?
For our community pool and...
Okay, you hear that?
You give your staff a pay cut if you don't want to fold. You're welcome. E.B., I don't really... All right.
Where is it?
3 sheets to the wind that night. And so, unfortunately, I don't really know where I was. But then again, neither do you. So, where does that...
have access to our gated 24-hour community pool and...
Leave us, Detective.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't sound exactly familiar.
I mean, I guess I could...
No, we're done now. So, something, your business?
What?
The hotel me that you're... Hello? Consulting, right? Hang on. Hello? Yeah, one second. Yeah, one second. Hey, you know, this has been fun, Gwen. Long story short, give your staff a pay and give my bill.
Whoa.
I already told you I didn't like...
Oh.
What? Why do you want to like that swift? See that night? Because they're all so trustworthy and reliable, right? Hey.
to our gated 24-hour community pool and...
Marty?
Nobody remembers you being there.
Because they're all so trustworthy and reliable, right?
Jordan was the one at the pool.
Hey, Marty.
Bring, bring.
After a long Mariners Lodge Hotel, and you'll have access to our gated 24-hour community
Bring,
pool
bring,
and...
bring, bring. So Jordan was the one who broke the pump, the pool pump, And when he answers the call, so it sounds like he has different sounds for everybody. And in this one, when he answers the call,
Yeah, thanks for the heads up.
it's Marty.
Hey, Marty.
So he went to break the pool pump because Marty asked him to, and then of course she called Marty to give him an alibi or something. But the thing about it is that she said that she got that notification on her phone at 9:32, and that one was taken at 9:36. I think it was Jordan then. I mean, because if Marty was the one that destroyed the pool pump, and then Marty was the one that called or was called to fix it, and then it says that is there anything else? Oh, wait, we still have this thing to decode. So it kind of seems like Jordan and Marty are working together. My brain. My brain really hurts. Oh, I actually think the pill that I took for my migraine is upsetting my stomach now too. That's not really nice. So Vici and Medusa. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, like, actually do this. My head. is hurting so freaking bad now. Oh my god. Why? Oh, it's hurting so bad. Solve Jordan, get it done and over. Well, it could. I do think that there's a higher chance of it being Jordan, because if he's the one. If he's the one who went over and destroyed the fuel pump or the pool pump so that Martin can fix it. It does make sense that Jordan would be the one that kills her, because if Martin was at Gwen's place, kind of keeping tabs on her, it does make sense to me. Let me, okay, wait, what? Oh, they actually show how, I guess, the star should have been. They actually put the picture up. I was just curious. So, they said that how you would want it is you have this down like this, and you have this like this. And then you shine a light on it. So I was doing it wrong. So solve it and go to bed. Yeah. I know, it's just annoying because it's like I want to solve it like normal, but my freaking migraine is causing it to be so painful. So what the hints say about the mermaid, because I already know about the mermaid, about her little secret message, is that she's supposed to be holding something. So Jody is the one who warned her. All they said is that the mermaid looks like she should be holding something, and I already pieced together that when she gave the mermaid to Gwen, when Jody gave the mermaid to Gwen, she said, change course, and the message in the bottle said change course. And so this is what the mermaid is supposed to be doing, holding the bottle. So I was right on that. Yeah, and then for the Jordan's interview hint, they say, Jordan is a rude individual. There's nothing more rude than taking a phone call in the middle of a conversation. Have you heard that ringtone before? And then they're mentioning about Jody mentioned that she got something from Sam's business. She had one of these things, and one is a sleep aid and one is a sleep aid concentrate. That looks purple to me. The purple is the concentrate. So she was essentially drugged by her husband. Where does it mention it? Mr. Hendricks. Before he left, Mr. Hendricks reportedly helped Mrs. Hendricks with her medicine and tucked her into bed. And then she appears relieved, saying, Martin will tell you I have always been a light sleeper. But believe me, I didn't even hear a single firework. She fell asleep quickly and did not hear any news. My brain, man. Wait, where are those notes? They're mentioning something about, like, figuring out whose star is who. Wait a second. Do you see something? Do you see something right here? Do you see that? Do you remember why? The sign. What was it? Good Fence 8? No. 10? Which one was it? That's where she was fighting with her. God, where is it? Is it number 9? No. Where is it? Is it Monthly Digest? Oh yeah, it's the Monthly Digest. 4, right? Not the whole thing, just the swimming part. And he mentions that it was the same people who wrecked the railing must have done the sign at the Vanishing Beach. And it was just a sign that says no swimming. It was a loose 2x4, easy for some drunkie to break off for a souvenir. Wow. Wow, Martin. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yep. I honestly I had a huge thing about it. They were just talking about like figuring out the stars, and then something to do with the coin. Where's the coin? Where did I put the coin? Oh, so what they were saying in the hints is the coin is Medusa being stabbed or her head being cut off. Okay. And then in Ruby's report, it's saying, where is it? Perseus, who's also known for slaying the Gorgon Medusa. I don't know, but they're mentioning something about that, about like the coin telling you whose vote is whose. But yeah, it's Martin. It's Martin. He literally has the killing thing. Wait, it's Martin Hendricks, right? Where's the paper that has all their names? Martin Hendricks. Yes, okay. Yep. I knew it. I knew it. I swear. You're right. When I got your email, I felt my stomach drop. Ruby has been living with Martin this whole time. The thought of it makes me sick. That sweet, caring grandfather act was just that, an act. It all makes sense now. He killed Beth to shut her up so he could keep his terrible secret from seeing the light of the day. He's the one who masterminded the bridge accident. And when my sister started putting 2 and 2 together, he murdered her. He drugged Jody and called Jordan to go to the hotel and break the pump. Then he stalked Beth to the vanishing beach, hit her on the head, and dragged her body out to sea. He even kept the murder weapon in his study. He made it to the hotel just in time to lock in his alibi, saving the day at the Mariner's Lodge. This was all planned, his wet clothes and all. Martin's been dominating Mallory Rock for years, using the navigators and everyone else on the island as his pawns. He wasn't just about to give up that kind of power. When push came to shove, he was even willing to kill for it. I just called Sully, and he thinks we have a strong case. He's heading over to find Martin as we speak. Ruby's safe with me. I wouldn't let Sully go over there until I got her away from the Hendricks house. I haven't told her anything yet because I don't know where to start. Even though it's painful, I'm grateful to finally know the truth. How can I ever thank you, Detective? I thought my world was over when Beth died, and you gave me the strength to keep going. Not just you, but all the other people on the island who helped with the investigation. People like Sully, Zoe, Leah, and Amadine. Even Sam and Clarence in their way. Please know that I'll always be grateful. If you ever visit Mallory Rock, remember that the Mariner's Lodge Hotel has a room waiting for you. It won't be a luxury suite, but it won't cost you a dime. This island isn't all sunshine and roses, but there's good here if you know where to look for it, and I finally realized I think I can make it better. Gwen. Yeah. I knew it. I swear to God. Like, I was the one that was like, at first I was like, I wasn't sure because I was like, okay, you know, Joey, he seems like he's too easy. And then, but the whole thing of like Sam and Joey kind of having an affair, I mean, even though it wasn't ever confirmed, it was just like, yeah, like it's too suspicious. Like it's too easy at that point. And then when I was reading more about Martin coming home at 11, which is an hour after she died, and he left at 9:30, which is roughly around the time that she died, and he came back soaked. And they mentioned the vanishing beach and how the beach like loses water and then it regains water because of the tides. I was like, kind of very suspicious. That's it? Yes. This is it. We've solved the crime. Martin is the one who killed her. So that's it. We found the killer. Hey. Stop it, you bad boy. Stop it. I spanked his butt. No, yeah, we got him police busted down the door, fingerprints everywhere. No, it's just, you know, it's just she's calling Sully and he's heading over to find Martin. That's it. I mean, the fact that he literally has the murder weapon in his study room. I wanted a more, oh yeah, nailed the bitch. No, it's just a murder mystery game. So that's really it. They just... Oh, there's an ad break. That's great. Well, we solved the mystery. Granted, I was looking at some of the hints sometimes, but it was, honestly, it was mostly about stuff that I had already known, like the mermaid. I was like, yeah, Jodie is trying to warn her. And I didn't realize about the tincture, but it did seem, hey, stop it. And I didn't really understand the stars thing because, yeah. They said it's because it looks like a lighthouse. They said it looks like a lighthouse and a lighthouse doesn't lay flat. But I honestly, when I was looking at these, I was not thinking of a lighthouse. Bastich is what Lobo the bounty hunter from DC calls people. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, so we solved it. We solved it. I had a huge feeling that it was Martin. I really did. I mean, because Jordan, like, he was just weird. Like, I mean, I guess he kind of had a motive because she was finding out that he was, lying about his taxes. But that's not really... Like, I didn't really feel like that was enough. But the whole thing of, like, also, like, the page 2 being missing about the bridge proposal thing, and it even mentioned that Martin was the one that contracted the anchor company. Like, that was very suspicious. This thing. And then the second one was, where is it? Oh, this thing. The land survey and inspection summary. Where they said, oh yeah, it's fine to do this, but then it collapsed, and he literally has his name on there. So it's like his name was found on everything in dealing with the bridge. With the bridge collapse. His name was found on every single thing. So that was another main reason why I was very suspicious, because page 2 was missing from this. And on page 2, it mentioned the Hendrix group. And then this mentioned the Hendrix group. I believe there was something else also that mentioned the Hendrix group, but I can't remember because of my brain. I don't really understand what these were all about. I mean, we can look at the tips. I'm gonna duplicate this. Bring this over. So how they have it is they have hints and then they have reveals. I believe that was in episode 5. No, go bed. In a second. Okay, so this is episode 5. So oh wait, they don't even mention anything about it on this? Really? Okay. That's kind of lame. But on this, so I was just like looking at the hint and I was like, who gave this to Gwen? Did they say anything about it? And I was like, yeah, they said the whole thing. And then this one says it looks like the mermaid is supposed to be holding something, and I was like, yeah, the bottle. And then this one mentioned Jodie mentioned a product in her recorded conversation with Gwen. Do you see that in the photo? And I was like, oh, what? Oh yeah, actually, let's see what the message reveals. Jody spoke about the timing of the... what? Yeah. I already knew that. I kind of already confirmed that she was murdered during the firework testing, so that's kind of lame. Martin and Jordan are each in the Navigators Club. You have seen before how members of the Navigators encode secret notes. Jordan's business card and website logo feature a snake. Oh wait, does it really? Oh yeah, it does have a snake. Honestly, I didn't even notice that. No, not that one. Okay, Martin's coin that Gwen stole features an image of Medusa with a sword laying across her throat. Perseus killed Medusa. Jordan's constellation is Serpent's Caput, which is found on episode 4 vote record to display 8 stars. Martin's constellation is Perseus, which is found on the vote record. Beginning the shift using 12 will reveal that Martin is the author of the handwritten note. Perceived 8 can be found in the Mallory Rock notebook in episode 1. Oh, the Mallory Rock notebook? Really? I didn't even know that they were gonna go into that. And reads that. Member list from episode 4 translates this to Caesar's end is another's beginning. Hey! No. Okay, so it says... By comparing the geological survey and the bridge review from the previous episode, you can identify the inconsistency concerning Woodard Strand, the peninsula on the southwest corner of the island, where the geological survey lists this area as most likely to have or verified to have karst in its bedrock. The bridge review lists Woodard Strand as extremely stable. Okay. Yep, there's a wooden board. A sign, yep. Yep, a week before the Lighthouse Festival, I already know. There's evidence that Beth stumbled upon corruption and cover-up concerning who's responsible for the bridge accident. Martin was directly involved. Yep. There's evidence that Martin did not want a bridge to the mainland. Oh, really? I'll have to look back through that. Honestly, I didn't see. Martin was involved in selecting the location. Yeah, I did see that. Percept 8, Caesar's end is another's beginning. Your land concerns. Jody signs everything. The greater good is often unpleasant. Martin's alibi is uncorroborated as Jody admits to being asleep. Martin's self-reported timeline is proven false by Jody as she reports not hearing the fireworks, meaning she was asleep before 9 p.m. Oh, Jody claimed Martin left the house at 9:30. Oh, actually, I didn't even pick that up. The autopsy reveals the dimensions of the head wound, a good post fence. Sign is described as a 2x4 piece of lumber. Yeah, I kind of already figured that out, but then I was like, the sizing is kind of weird. Yeah, that's by cause object. Martin is the suspect who has evidence, motive, has a disproved alibi, and is proved to have in his possession the probable murder weapon. Martin is the killer. Open the blah 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 and type Martin Hendricks. Yeah. I did that. Okay, yeah, sweet. Whoa. Identify. Yeah. I honestly, like I said, like, the whole alibi thing in the beginning was kind of suspicious. Like, I mentioned that way before that I was like, oh, Jody was asleep, so she can't say, like, oh yeah, he was home. And then he was mentioning the pool, but Gwen at the time wasn't mentioning the pool. Or she didn't mention that she was asking him for help. So it was very suspicious. And then also when we got all of the papers and they were all mentioning the Hendrix group, I was like, this man, he was gonna get thrown in jail because he was responsible for those 7 people dying and he didn't want anyone to know. And it was right. It was right. I didn't pick up some of the stuff because, oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. Okay, but there we go. We solved the crime. Now I have a bunch of paper all over my desk. Like, if you guys want to know, by the way, how much stuff we went through in all of these episodes, like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So that's why I think that it's really cool, because they really go into detail about everything. And yeah, it's just, it's crazy on, like, how much stuff they go through. So it's on all of these papers, and we still have more back there too. And then we have the map, and then there's all of this stuff too. So it's like, I will say that Hunt a Killer is a little pricey, but honestly, I feel like it's worth it. I really do. So if you wanted to know the price of all of Mallory Rock, it's sold out. So sadly, you can't get Mallory Rock, which is another reason why I was like, hey, I can do it, because no one new can do it. And if they've had the box for years and they didn't solve it, like, that's not my issue. So you get all of these boxes. Episode 2, episode 3, episode 5, episode 6. I don't know why it's not showing episode 1. But it's a full case, and it's $150. And they do have installation payments now too. So honestly, what I will probably do is that I will probably continue doing this, because I enjoy this. So I will probably do the 4 interest-free installments so that I can actually afford these things. But the next one that I have, oh, it looks like they actually lowered the price a little bit for the newest ones. Let me see. So yes, you can join the hunts, you can subscribe. Oh, they have a Renifer Regicide. That's cool. Where are the other ones? Okay, here they are. So they have all of these. These are just small ones, I guess. Okay, so wait, hold on. Box sets, multi-packs. Okay, here they are. Here they are. So we had Mallory Rock. And then the other one that I had was, I had some of Curtain Call. I had episode 1 and episode 2 of that. And then the next one that I have, actually, what is the next one that I have? Because I paid for a year, or William paid for a year for me. So you get 2 whole things. The next one that I have is Off the Record, which is where? I actually don't see Off the Record on here. Is that, did they take it off? I don't know. But the next one that I have after this is Off the Record. And this one is more of a political one. It's about a mayor electoral thing. But yeah, so I would really want to do Blair Witch. So I would love to do this one. Oh look, we even get like a little doll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is all of it. So I honestly feel like $150 is well worth it for these things. Especially because you have to like really go through all of the evidence. And I feel like next time when we do this one, my migraine should be gone. So I will actually be able to stick it through. Chapter 1, 2, and 3 I believe we figured all of them out by ourselves without asking for hints. It was only episode 4, 5, and 6 that I had to get a couple of hints here and there because my migraine hurt so bad. But yeah. So that's it for this stream. Thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting me on Hunt a Killer. I hope that you guys are enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying this, you know, besides my migraine. That is the only thing that I will say is, like, kind of killing my energy and my vibes. But yeah, so thank you, Sleepingville. Thank you, Dakrin, or not Dakrin, Detox. Thank you, Bomb. Thank you, Renegade. I know that you'll be watching this VOD later. I hope you had fun with your sister. Is there anyone else I'm missing? Oh yeah, not Chris. Thank you so much, Chris, for popping in. And then Brutus popped in. My Cheat popped in. Abraxa popped in. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. And then also, next time, I'm gonna buy a Sherlock Holmes outfit for the next one. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do it. I'm thinking I'm going to do it maybe in February. Because... yeah, I told Bruce we solved it and he missed it. I mean, we solved it now. But I'm thinking about doing it in February or maybe sooner than that. I don't know. I'll have to figure out. Because I really do want to get, like, a whole thing set up. I will probably, next time, I'll want to have 2 cameras set up. I want to have, like, the main one that's on me, and then I'll want one that's on the board so that you guys can actually see all of the evidence on there. And then I'll also figure out a way. I'm going to move this shelf because I've also hit my head on that a few times leaving my room. So yeah, so I need to do that. I need to move that shelf, and then that will at least, like, clear up all of this room. Which way is my finger going? It'll clear up this... it'll clean up this room so that I can have all of the boards there. With how short you are, yeah, strangely enough, I have it, like, exactly at my height. So, like, when I'm going to open up the door, I hit it with my forehead. I know, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, so I need to move that. And then I want to have this middle part just like Hunt a Killer. And then I think I like the idea of having this on the way bottom so that you guys can see the map and then all of the evidence be on top. But yeah, so I'm gonna figure out how to do this better next time. This was just a beginner, and then I will honestly want to do more Hunt a Killer on stream. So I will, after we get done with the other one with Off the Record, then I will pay for a new one. I will probably do a yearly subscription again, because then it's like, I think you save more money that way instead of just paying for the box set. And then they have Blair Witch Season 1 and Season 2, so that would be really nice. But yes, I'm going to be ending here. Bring a real cop in so they can solve it for us. I can dress up like a cop too if you want me to. I'll do it. I'll pretend to be a cop. I just can't do it with my migraine. Honestly, my migraine is killing me. I'm not raiding anybody, Bomb. I'm just ending. My head hurts too much. Oh, thank you, Detox. Thank you for popping in. And I hope you enjoy this stuff too. And if you ever want to just, like, you know, even like jokes, I'll take jokes. I'll take jokes. Like if you're just like, oh yeah, you know, it was me. I killed them. Hey, are you a cop? You gotta tell us if you were a cop. I plead the 5th. I plead the 5th. You can't get any information out of me. I am mute. Okay, but I'll see you guys another time. I'm gonna set up a schedule too of when I come back and play more Legend of Zelda and other games. I just really wanted to focus on Hunt a Killer and then with my migraine too. Thank you guys. I love you. Have a good night. Bye. Mwah.